if a comedian is hosting a show, and it is called Clueless Gamer, and on this show, as the host, he is in fact the Clueless Gamer, and this comedian who tells jokes for a living ribs the game, ribs himself, the guest that he has on playing the game, and he has been doing this for quite a while. If he's done it to Grand Theft Auto, to The Witcher, to Gears of War, to Final fucking Fantasy, which is what we're obviously talking about right now, then why are you all of a sudden shocked about it, let alone actually getting angry and offended by it? Wouldn't you be the first lot to go and mock, ridicule, and laugh, just sitting there fucking buckled over, side split from laughter at people getting easily offended at the most trivial and mundane shit? Yet you're getting mad about this when that's the entire point to it. I mean, Conan O'Brien is a funny motherfucker. He's one of the few television hosts that I've seen that I actually like. And I like this whole Clueless Gamer thing because it was just amusing. I mean, the motherfucker will be the first to admit that he doesn't know dick about games. And that's the entire premise and concept behind it, so he can just sit there and kind of yuck it up and laugh. I mean, hell, in this particular video, right beyond the walls are the people responsible for the game. More likely all the people who were there trying to bring it outside of Japan, but regardless, people who were involved with the development and production of this game were there, and they were all laughing their asses off. No guns to their fucking head or anything like that, with the promise of potential head meat painting the goddamn walls and adorning it in more modern art fashion. But this is one of those scenarios where just shut the fuck up. It isn't like Square Enix like, oh shit, sitting there biting their nails. We might lose a bunch of sales because of this. And granted, the video has over 1 million views, but guess what? Anybody who watches Noctis and crew run around, and a game that's being controlled by Elijah Wood. Oh, Elijah Wood, I don't know how you do not age, but it is fucking miraculous and fantastic, and it's a thing, it's a sight to behold. You were fantastic, and we just need you to be Frodo and running around again. He should have been dressed up as Frodo for this, because that's a fantasy epic, and this is an epic fantasy, an epic Final Fantasy, ha ha ha. But, just watching this, it was fucking funny. I mean, come on. Every single time that he was mocking it, it's shit that we all can admit at some point or another that we may have thought ourselves. And he's sitting there taking the piss out of it. You know, I like that he was making fun of it. If he took the entire thing serious and sat there for, you know, however long it was that they actually played, and they had to go and chop up all this shit to, you know, fit into what, like the 7-minute long video package that they ended up making, it would be boring as fuck. You wouldn't be laughing about it. I mean, he's a host of his own talk show. If he's not being funny, what the fuck is the point of watching? I mean, if you want people to go and educate you on it, wouldn't you be watching something other than Clueless Gamer? Do you think this is going to spoil it for a whole bunch of other people out there who could potentially be in Final Fantasy? No, if they're going to be into it, they're going to be into it. If anything, be thankful that a game like this got covered on a show that huge. Instead of just, let's say that Conan O'Brien really genuinely, like, in his heart of hearts, did not like this game, did not like the approach, did not like the premise, did not like the graphics, did not like the character, didn't like anything about it. If he just hated everything about this game, is that going to make you enjoy it any less? Is that one person out there who doesn't like it going to make you dislike it suddenly? No, it's not. Is it going to make the experience less fun, less eventful, less robust? Are you going to suddenly just have to put the controller down and be like, oh, if Conan O'Brien didn't go and make fun of this game, I'd be enjoying it right now? No. So, quit seeming like children and just go and enjoy the fucking game. I mean, I've got the super big, beefy version that's coming out. That's got like the Noctis figure and all the other shit. I'm getting that shit straight from Square Enix because I was like, they announced it was like, goodbye, money, and then PayPal just went and shot it right out of a fucking cannon. So I'm happy to get that. I'll eventually be doing an unboxing about it. I've played both of the demos that I've had my hands on, enjoyed the fuck out of it. I've talked about this game, I've talked about the trailer, I've talked about so many things pertaining to Final Fantasy 15, so obviously I'm excited about it. And if myself as a longtime Final Fantasy fan ever since FF6, going forward, and Final Fantasy 7 still, to this day, being one of my all-time favorite games, can watch this and get a big laugh out of it because, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to just be offended by that. If I can as a longtime fan, why the fuck can't you? Just have a goddamn laugh. Look, Clueless Gamer is an awesome fucking series. Like I said, it's something I actually like. Something that's not YouTube homegrown, but is on YouTube that I'll go and watch. I really don't get the chance to watch, like, regular-ass television and all that shit. But still, when I get to check it, it's because, you know, fucking sub boxes and all that shit. So, just enjoy it. I mean, for fuck's sake, it was Elijah Wood playing, man. He had a 1960s live-action Batman shirt on while he played Final Fantasy 15 with Conan O'Brien, who was sitting there making fun of the game. I mean, if you told me years and years ago that this kind of shit would be happening, and back whenever it was Final Fantasy 13 Versus and all that shit, I wouldn't believe you. I'm like, oh, that won't ever fucking happen. Here we are today. It's getting mainstream exposure. I hope the game does really well. I hope it's one of the most fun fucking things ever, because it seemed like last generation that it was just dragging its feet the entire time. So it needs to restore its former glory, as it were. And ever since I got to play World of Final Fantasy, I've enjoyed the living fuck out of that. And guess what? People made fun of that shit a whole bunch. I'm like, fuck you. This shit's awesome. It's like Pokemon. They're like, yeah, Pokemon's some weeaboo shit, so fuck you and all that fucking kitty crap. I'm like, tough audience. No respect at all. So, I'm like, oh well, is that going to make me not enjoy the game? Fuck no. I'm sitting here enjoying the fuck out of it as much as I possibly can until Final Fantasy 15 comes out, and that's within like a little over a week, and then we'll have our hands on it. So me and my best friends all got our copies ready, pre-order, go pick that shit up and play it. So enjoy games, quit worrying about what other people think, and don't let that spoil any kind of experience for you. With that being said, this is AlphaOmegaSin, as always, nerds, nerdettes, and gamers game the fuck on!